Hi guys. Hello. How is everybody today? Producer's not here tonight. Producer's very drained, as you can imagine, after today. So yeah. So he will be relaxing tonight. So it's just gonna be us doing the yapping most likely. Yeah, people suck. Mira, stop it. Ugh. Oh, thanks, Chaos. So yeah, we're gonna have to look into something for him. Gotta look into something for him. I guess it means. I know it doesn't work because you're not a mod, so stop it. Stop trying. My goodness. My goodness. Hi, Dice. How are you? Magic 8 Ball. Will Mira be able to do the command someday? Ask your father. Damn. You built a war figure hammer today? Very cool. Very nice. Which one? You gonna paint it too? You got an idea for colors? You gonna paint it, make it all purty? Make it all purty. Well, the 8 Ball was telling Chaos to ask his father, but I'm sorry to hear all that, Mira. I'm not becoming a ghost whisperer. Yeah, you're not gonna hire out a medium? Yeah, no worries. Nothing wrong with that. Understandable. But yeah, so guess we gotta figure out. So the next thing to figure out is one, producer wants to maybe see if he can get rollerblades or something, and two, see if we can get him a foldable bike, because hopefully, I would like to think the buses would allow him to bring a folded bike onto the bus, right? Because that was the one problem with the regular bike. The bus drivers wouldn't allow him to bring it onto the bus, but like a folded bike, I feel like that should be allowed, because that he can literally keep right in front of him. It literally wouldn't disturb anyone else around him. They might not still? That's so dumb. Maybe, Mira. Like I said, we gotta wait until I get a lot more people watching me, for me to even consider new mods. But it was so stupid, cause like, again, you know, they let grandmas bring their like little buggy, like shopping cart, like basket thingies onto the buses. Why would a folded bike be any different, you know? Again, if it's something he can literally keep in front of him or like next to him and it wouldn't bother anyone else on the bus, I think that'd be so stupid for them to not let him. I don't want you to pay people to watch me because I want people to be here on their own free will, sweetheart. I don't want to pay for viewers. Don't do that, please. And they need to be like in chat actively talking, so you know. Hi, Connor. What do you mean, well? Well, what? Don't you be plotting nothing. You're not paying, you know? I get that. But I still don't want people here because you're paying them to be here. That doesn't feel good still. I want people to be here because they like me. Because they like, you know, hanging out and chatting and like, you know, being around me and in the chat and stuff. I want authentic viewers. We want to hold them hostage? No. Like me, yes. Like Condor. Hi, Sugar. And Sugar, they like to be here. They like to be here because they enjoy me, Producer Sama. But how is everyone tonight? Parfait, the thing is, in the UK, most business drivers are dicks. Like, they don't let two buggy on most of the time, despite two fitting on the bus. Blah. I'm here against my will. JK, I would hope so. Well, it sucks. Ugh. Because, yeah, so the problem was, producer, he goes to a bus stop that does not have a, like, a bike rack. And it's not really, it's near, like, a roundabout, I want to say. So it's in a very, like, you know, not a spot where, like, a lot of, like, you know, eyes would be on it to, like, you know, keep it safe kind of thing. And, yeah, they were kind enough to leave the bike lock. We think they picked the bike lock, and so they were able to just yoink it. Because, yeah, he was locking it onto, like, a chain link fence that was near where the bus stop was. Because, yeah, there was no official, bike, you know, rack. So, yeah. I mean, the bike lock still works. They picked it. They just got in there and they picked it, I guess. Bless you. I heard that we need to hunt down some scoundrels and give out some whoopings. Yeah. We gotta give out some serious whoopings. Whoopings. We got some butts to kick. Bless you. Producer keeps sneezing. My friend, whenever he needs to lock his bike somewhere, he just takes the wheel off and brings it with him. Yeah, that's not an easy or quick thing that producer could just do on the fly. And are they gonna I wouldn't think they'd let him bring the bike tire onto the bus with him if they're gonna have an issue with the folded bike. So I don't know about that. Imagine producer just forgot to lock it. No, I would like to think you locked it up good. I wouldn't think he would have just accidentally, like, not lock it up good. Let's beat their asses cherry red. The thing is, bike tire is classified as a luggage. They can't have a go at you for it. But then why the folded bike? Why could they with the folded bike? Because how much room does a folded bike really take up at the end of the day? You could pick that up. You could pick up a folded bike with one hand. Hell, I'm sure if you even, like, brought like a almost like not like a duffel bag, but like a thing that he could put it in. He could just say it's a bag then, right? He could just say it's like a luggage at that point. If he can find, like, a big enough thing to put the folded bike in. Maybe that's what we need to do. Find a big enough thing to put the folded bike in, or around at least, so he could be like, nah, man, it's a luggage. What do you mean? I mean, I forgot to lock my car all the time. That's terrifying. Don't do that. Lock your car, please. Also, they're not allowed to say no to affordable foldable bikes. Are out on the wall transport or in London. The only type of bike or scooter that isn't electric ones. Wait, hold on, sorry. Also, they're not allowed to say no to affordable bike. Foldable bikes are out on the wall transport. Wait, what do you mean? On the wall transport. Or in London, the only type of bike or scooter. Sorry, I'm a little confused by what you're trying to say. And then I sit on Connor's car and smoke cigarettes. Should be better because I said could be better because of broken arm. That's fair. That's fair. Don't folded bikes come with bag? See, exactly! If they come with the bag, then he should 100% be able to put it in the bag and take it on the bus then. Because how the fuck are they going to say anything if it's in a bag? Because, like, think about it. Sometimes people have, like, massive bags for groceries and stuff, you know? What, are they gonna tell them, no, you can't bring it on? Hi, Dust! So, yeah, if he can get one with a bag, then I think it should be 100% okay. How much do folded bikes go for? Do we know? What's, like, a general cost? And if possible, obviously, we'd get a used one. My car equals getaway car. I'll keep the engine purring. Oh my. I mean, they already let him on there looking around his massive... Jesus, sugar. Oh my. Good God. Hi, apples. Hello. I'll be lurking because I have to clean a bit. Okie dokie. Yes, good luck cleaning. Some about, yeah, figured. Yeah, because for his used one, he's convinced he only spent like 150 on it. I'm convinced he spent at least 250 on it. So, and that was used. So, I don't know. I think he spent at least 200 on it, though. Well, I guess I know what, we gotta start saving for a birthday gift. 250 for a bike. Yeah, a used one. A used folded bike? Okay. We'll definitely look into that then. Yeah, 250 for a bike. I know, that's... I don't know. He was convinced he only spent 150 on it. I don't know why. I thought he spent like 250. I just remember him telling me the number, and I was very like, what? For a bike? A used bike? But, I don't know. How long is today's stream gonna be? Let's, probably like 2-3 hours, just because we started so late. I don't want to go past 10 o'clock for sure. It has to have high weight capacity for that one. Good God, sugar, what is it with you today? Today's Kingdom Hearts? It's Wednesday. Kingdom Hearts is Friday and Saturday. It's Wednesday. So we'll just do a yappy day today. Sugar is in rare form today. Hi, Scooter. How are you? What does that mean? Rare form today? What does that mean? He's in a saucy mood? I feel like he's always in a saucy mood, though. He's always a little saucy. A little saucy sauce. Wow. I'm holding back most of the time. Honestly, I figured. Honestly. I'm looking for some secondhand ones. See if there are any decent ones near me. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, because I know we have a decent secondhand bike shop near us. Because that's where, of course, producer got the one he has. Or had, I should say. But yeah, so that'll definitely, gotta make sure we get a good bag if we can get one for it too then, because I want to make sure he can take this thing on the bus, because there's no sense getting it if he's not allowed to take it on the bus, because there's no way he can just lock it up again and wait for it to get stolen again. So... yeah, definitely gonna need to find him an option. He, of course, is thinking maybe rollerblades in the meantime, but of course, you know, I'm not sure how much those will cost and where he'll easily be able to get a set. It sucks because he really needed that bike to get from the house to the bus stop. And not to mention, you know, like, to get to, like, the corner stores and stuff. So it's just... kind of done with the universe throwing us these curveballs, not gonna lie. It's kind of a bit much at this point. And of course he's just very sad, so I want to do something to make him happy, cheer him up a little, but it's gonna suck in the meantime for him, because he's gonna have to do that long ass walk between the home and the bus stop. Ugh. And it's gonna double suck if he misses the one bus from work. It's gonna be just a pain in the ass. He's gonna need to put an Apple tag in its seat. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah, an air tag or something. Yeah, probably be a good idea. He's got, we gotta hope though that the fucking burglars wouldn't, find it again. But yeah, that's why I just want to make sure if we get him this folded bike, I want to make sure it's able to be taken on the bus. So it doesn't even have to leave his side, When he gets to work, he can put it somewhere safe, and then that'll be fine. Because yeah, we're definitely not going to just buy another bike so it can get stolen again. I didn't even know bikes could fold. Yeah, we've seen them since we've been living here, that they're these nifty, like, foldable bikes. They're really cool. Very compact. I never would have thought of it as a thing either. But yeah, they are, in fact, a thing. Foldable bike. Honestly. So AliExpress. Oh my god, stop. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back, please. Jesus. So yeah, they're like nice and compact. So you can like fold like that. Let's see. Open image in new tab. So yeah, so something like that. You can't tell me they wouldn't allow him to take that on the bus. That'd be fucking ridiculous if he couldn't. Yeah, I don't want him to die, so definitely not gonna do a unicycle. It's hard to find one to get into a bag. Damn, is it? That's crazy to think, because, like, look how compactable that could get. Oh, wait, producer's not here. Look how compactable that could get. That seems crazy to think. Like, same with this one. Yeah, like, look at these. These are all... I'd really like to think we could find a bag for that. Have to drop the seat and handlebars. I mean, of course. Yeah, right? That makes sense. But, I mean, as long as he's able to just quickly throw it all back together. Because, I mean, plenty of people do it, IKEA bag could hold that. Yeah. Or just, like, yeah, a good-sized tote bag. Or just, yeah, like, it doesn't have to zip, right? As long as it's in a bag that you could be like, dude, I put groceries in here. What, are you going to tell me no? You going to tell me I can't bring this on the bus? There's no way. And he could practice disassembling it and assembling it at home before. Yeah, like, people do it. No, it's not loading very well, but yeah, no. I think... I think we could, really make it work for him. So long as we get him what he needs. I just get him a good bag to put it in. I'd be damned if that fucking bus driver tries to give him a fucking hard time about it. Stupid. Because, yeah, look at that. When it's folded up properly, it doesn't even go past, like, your knees. If you have Facebook... maybe check the marketplace or eBay. Maybe. We'll check our local bike shop, see what they're doing. Hi, Wyatt. We'll see what they got, and then we'll take it from there, I think. Because the problem is with Facebook Marketplace, it's just the getting there, Just getting to the person, since we don't have a car. It's not like, you know, it'd be easy kind of thing to just get anywhere. But oh yeah, I would definitely like to think we could get him something. So yeah, we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for that. Hopefully soonish. I don't know. I feel so horrible. Ugh. Fingers crossed for sure. we need some W's around House Parfait. We just need a couple W's around House Parfait at this point. I need some W's. Good old W's. I'd happily drive to pick it up. You haven't got one before the con. Aw, we appreciate that, Connor. But again, I don't know. We'll give it a look. We'll give it a look-see. Put producer in some Heelys. Problem solved. He's already tried that. He does have a pair. He is thinking about just getting some rollerblades. The Heelys wouldn't work so well. But a pair of actual just like rollerblades might be good for him. Because he's good at rollerblading. It'll just be, yeah, I think I've got to make sure to get him a bag to put those in and stuff, and I'll have to, you know, change out of them and into them. Still doesn't help with, like, I mean, I guess it does help, but it'll still just be a pain in the ass of, like, alright, you gotta go into town and do shopping. Deal with your shoes and stuff. I don't know. Sadly, no solutions coming anytime soon, though, because, again, we don't know how expensive a pair of good rollerblades would be and how long those will take to get to him. So until then, he's still gonna have to fucking walk to that damn bus stop. Blah. Him being able to rollerblade makes me think he can juggle. No. No, he can't juggle. He doesn't have the hand-eye coordination. Producer has some pretty shit tier hand-eye coordination. I can rollerblade? Nice. I wish I could. Yeah, that is awkward for that. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad. I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, it is just like that thing that would suck of just having to take them on and off. And then, yeah, it's not easy to get into stores if you have them on and everything. Blah. Juggle stream? Nah. Yeah, no. He doesn't have the hand-eye coordination. Though he is getting... I think he's just about ready to start filming the maid dance video. So that should be coming soonish. That should be happening soon. Apologies it's taken so long. Of course, now that he's back to work full-time. And sadly, with just how his schedule is, he gets home, he's tired, he just wants to relax, he doesn't exactly want to throw on a maid costume and start doing dances, But yeah, hopefully this Saturday or Sunday, since we're not doing anything, he'll be able to do a little something. And this also means, well, God, I just need a job. Blah. So I can finally just have my own card filled with money so I can at least go do errands while he's off at work. And blah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Job hunting is whack. It really is. It really fucking is. Even for, like, retail jobs, there's nothing available around us. There's fucking nothing. And, like, oh my god. And it's like, it's almost, hopefully seasonal workers, but of course, that'll only last a couple months. So it's like, obviously, anything is better than nothing, but I need to get a different job. This one sucks. Oh, no, not you too. Oh. Yeah. Fence building. Not great. I would hope it would be different if you had at least maybe like a better team, you know? Team you could stand. Ugh. Everything's just whack, you know? The job site today is huge. Damn. Maybe try seasonal because they sometimes offer full-time after. Yeah. Definitely gonna try. I had a friend who suggested the post office for like sorting. Which, I mean, hell, I'll take that. Don't make me work with customers. Please, just throw me in the back. Throw me in the back. I think I found another collections job. The problem is Bloomsbury. I want to say Bloomsbury. I gotta figure out exactly where that is in London. Ugh. Doing 2 part-time jobs right now. Damn. Well, good for you though, girl. That's essentially how it was back for me back in the States too with my museum jobs. They were both part-time jobs that equaled out to a full-time job. They were museum jobs though, so it felt good. It felt good. It's just a repair, so I'm not building the whole thing. But one side is like 350 feet. Damn. Well, at least you're just repairing it, I suppose. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to MCM. That should be a lot of fun. I feel bad the producer can't come though, of course. So I want to make sure. I want to try to get him a little something while I'm there. Any good news? Not really. I wish. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like being a Debbie Downer. Sadly, it's not been aces around here, I'm afraid. Even talking with my mom today. My poor mom. She's had to put up with so much bullshit, and it just like it sucks. And of course she always is like, oh, I wish you guys were still here. And of course, you know, I had to do the whole like, Mom, if we were, we still wouldn't be, you know, near each other. So like, I too will be at MCM. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. MCM should be fun. We all have our moments. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's that thing of like, so like after we found out about my dad's infidelity, we heavily encouraged my mother to divorce his ass and take him for everything. Because in Virginia, if one spouse, oh yeah, my dad cheated on my mom. Yeah, he cheated with the secretary. He cheated on my mom with the secretary. I didn't tell you guys this. I thought I told you all this. Yeah, no. 33 years he cheated on her with the secretary. And so after that, we found out in Virginia if one spouse was caught cheating, there actually is a lot you can do legally to fucking take them to the cleaners. And of course, you know, me and producer very heavily encouraged my mother to do just as such. And like my mom's cousins were very supportive and were going to help her get a good lawyer. Like my mom already built like a good rapport with the literally one of the best divorce lawyers in New York. But like he could do like, you know, stuff via state lines too. But like they found her one of like the best fucking divorce lawyers, and they built a good rapport immediately with one another. And it was we were like, do it, Mom, do it. But she was hesitant at first, and so my dad, when, when the time comes, he's to leave behind a large sum of cash. And of course, we were like, yeah, but you could take it all now and it'll be great. It'll be fine, but my mom was really worried that if he did end up marrying the mistress, the secretary, that she would end up fucking with our inheritance. And of course, we did not care about the money. Even to this day, we keep telling her, like, sure, the money would be nice. And sure, we're kind of all owed it from him. It's literally the least he could do for us, right? Is give us a good fucking payout. But she was convinced that something was gonna happen and the secretary was gonna just fuck us over. So they separated for a while. My mom moved to a different town, and my dad, they were living apart, and he, was trying to do the whole, like, oh, let me forgive you. While he was still fucking seeing the mistress, he was trying to get back on my mother's good side. When we found out about this, I really was like, divorce. But the problem is, my mom could hardly text on a cell phone. She sadly took after her own mother in a lot of ways, in that they heavily rely on having a man in their lives to do everything for them. Shit, I'm the same fucking way. I can't lie. It's just a thing that runs in that side of my family. I know. Oh, no. Yeah, she's not going to leave. I wish she would. But yeah, don't do that. We, of course, joked with my mom of like, pillows are great. Pillows are really great. Allegedly, but no, if anything, yes, we get you. If anything, hopefully my father has a very stressful job. So, we'll see. We'll see if statistics comes through. But a death wished for never comes. So, we're not wishing for anything. You never wish for something like that. But yeah, so they moved out of the family home, the home I grew up in. They moved out of that home, of course, and then they moved into another home, still with a town over from my childhood town. They moved there, and my mom was still happy there because she could at least go see her best friend who lived like 5 minutes down the street. Well, he then decided to move them over the mountain. So instead of 5 minutes, she's now like an hour away from my mom. And the problem is, my dad is always harping on my mom of, oh, why did you go back over the mountain? Why did you go back over on that side? And he's trapped her. He essentially is isolated and now trapped her. And it was the one thing we were super worried about. He trapped her, one, by getting a dog. A brand new puppy. And of course, we were like, it was only after we were like, fuck. Narcissistic playbook right there, man. Get an animal that is dependent on them being around in the house all day so that they can't, go out and do their own thing. And of course she hates this dog. This dog is, like, they tried to train the dog, but the dog is just such a little shit. She says it's growing on her, which I hope for her sake, but, like, it's still such a handful. And now the neighbor apparently is a fucking psycho. So that's cool. And so, yeah, my mom just hates everything about where they're currently living. There's no storage space for anything. It's just like it's an old house. It's like my dad got a vintage house, but it's not even like a good vintage house. How long has this been going on? Since COVID, since lockdown. The cheating started during lockdown. My mom found out about it on Mother's Day. She found the bitch's wallet in my dad's car. And I call her a bitch because she knew about my mom. She knew. She knew she was dating a married man. She met my mother multiple times because, again, secretary. So she's very much so in the wrong, just like my father. Yeah, it's that thing of like I've never had a good relationship with my father, and this just cemented the brokenness of it, but I still have to placate for my mother's sake because she's still trapped with him. But it's just like it sucks because like we were talking today and it's like my mom desperately wants to find another therapist, but none of them want to do in-person meetings. They all only want to do like over the phone or like over the computer. And you know, I understand why my mom would want to do a face-to-face thing. That's what I'd want too. I wouldn't want to do it over the phone. It feels so impersonal that way. And then so she can't go see her best friend. She wants to even just go visit her cousins up in New York. And my dad isn't even going to let her do that alone. He'd want to fucking tag along. And sadly, we're at this point of my mom was like, even like, you know, there's this part of me that wants to even just like leave a note saying I went, or like text your father saying I went up to New York just to spend some time with my cousins. But actually just be spending the time with her best friend, who lives over the mountain. But my mom's like, honestly, he'd probably cut the credit card off though. So we're back to the good old financial abuse. So it sucks. It fucking sucks because my mom hasn't worked since she was 27. So yeah. Hello. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Apsun? Ape? Oh god, I'll just call you Ape. April Suin? Don't think so much about the name. I sure didn't. Well, morning. How are you? Welcome into the stream. Welcome to the chat. Suin. Yeah, maybe that's a better one. Ape suit. Ape Suin. I like Suin. That sounds cool. I'll call you Suin. Suin. Cheaters are wildly possessive. My dad's always been wildly possessive. But yeah, after he cheated, it kind of got, wild though. It was always that thing of growing up whenever my parents would like start fighting with each other. He always, for some reason, would bring up an ex. Even though it's like my father had dated plenty of women before he married my mom. So it's always been such a weird thing. But like my dad is a textbook narcissist. So it's just like cool. Love it. And wow, really? I'm sorry to hear about Sean's parents' situation too. Man. But yeah, so I'll take mom and pop. It's funny, we always joke that like, mom, you could come here for 6 months. 6 months. If we had an actual space for her to like, sleep and shit, I'm sure she might think about taking us up on it, but I doubt it. But yeah, so I want my mom to find a therapist again, because like she's so open to the idea, because she has done it before and she actually very much so enjoyed it. It was very cathartic for her, I think, and just but yeah. So that's my tale on that. So yeah, it's been a mess on that end. And it just, like, it sucks too, having to just, like, lie in terms of, like, pretending I still like my dad. I don't. I never have, but, like, I really don't now. But I have to, for one, my mom's sake, and two, I do hate it how often we have had to go to him for financial assistance. So it sucks. But, because, like, when it all first happened, too, I wrote my dad this big letter, essentially just going over, it was essentially supposed to be my trauma relief, right? My, like, all right, this is me opening up to you and looking for some closure on some things. And of course I got zero closure on anything, because again, textbook narcissist. What? No, I didn't do any of that. He didn't even acknowledge, 3/4 of it. He, like, keyed in on, like, one part and was like, no, I didn't never, I only did this for your benefit when you were growing up and blah, blah, blah. It's annoying because they think you owe them for everything and then do shit like this too. No, for real. It's so fucking true. He thinks he can do the bare minimum, be an absolute asshole, but then apologize by buying us things. That's always been my dad's way of apologizing, is spending money. That's literally always been the way my dad has been like, how do I right this wrong? Money. That'll do it. I'll get him that thing and it'll be great. Finished with work for tomorrow going to storage to fill out forms and plan the delivery. Went to the gym, took a couple of beers to finish the day. Nice. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? What you do? Men, right? Yeah, no. Blah. Hi, Cad. How are you? You want to know how you actually apologize for being an asshole? Stop being an asshole. That's it. That's the process. I know, right? It's a crazy concept. A lot of people cannot do it. Deck helicopter maintenance. Yo, what? That's cool. That's really fucking cool. How does one become a deck helicopter maintenance personnel? That's really cool. But yeah. It's like that whole thing of, like, if you're sorry, if you really mean it, you won't do it again kind of thing. But yeah, nah. Yeah, no. And so yeah, it's just, blah. Gotta really wipe the deck. You gotta put some elbow grease behind it. We are attempting to contact you about your check notes. Helicopters extended warranty. That's a new one. Small deck, large deck, love them all the same. You gotta show each one their own little TLC, little tender love and care. Man. Little TLC. Though I guess the one thing that's been kind of fun is, so during the Zane billboards, I met up with a friend that I had met during the Silas billboards, and we reconnected, and we've been talking literally every day since then. And she came to my event and everything, and she really, really enjoyed my event, and she helped a lot with it too. She helped with the setup and the cleanup. I did, yes, sorry. She's actually taking on the mantle of putting on London lads events now. She's very passionate about it. Like, she literally already has shit planned, set up. She's already contacted venues. She's already contacting manufacturers to help her, like, make certain items. Like, she is fucking on top of this shit way more than I ever was for what I did. And I've been helping her just bounce ideas off of stuff, but also just finding images and stuff for her to just, like, help her out. And so that's been pretty nice. And, like, I put out my statement about me not putting on any more events, and there's actually been a lot of support from people who came to my events around that. So that's been really nice. There, of course, is a part of me that really hopes that the bullies read it, and even just for half a second feel bad about what they did. But, like, I'm not holding my breath, sadly. But it'd be nice, you know, just to know that they read it and were like, damn. And, like, reading all the comments too, because, like, a lot of people have commented on the post, and so it'd be like that, damn, a lot of people really enjoyed her events. Sucks that we kind of took that away from the community because we wanted to be fucking gatekeepers about shit. But I think it gave me some closure that I needed, just getting my truth out there in the most non-dramatic way possible, in terms of no drama should ever come from this, because, again, I made everything so vague you'd never be able to pinpoint who it is if you didn't, like, know who it is. IDK, born autistic, went to college for radio mechanics. Ooh. IDK signed a contract with the Navy, and it's boop and electronic maintenance specialist. Damn, 2 years on duty. And our old head of maintenance went on pension, so assigned to lead maintenance now. Wow, good for you. That's great. That's really great. Good for you. That's really nice. That's really cool. You should have been, like, fed up of skanks gatekeeping this community. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, no, God. Trust me, there is a part of me that was like, at first, when I was, like, thinking of it, like, long before my event had happened, there was a part of me that was like, I'm ready to just fucking set fire to everything. I'm gonna just fucking light this shit up like a Christmas tree. But then I was like, no, and no. Because first off, I don't want drama. I don't want a back and forth, like, oh, you know, no. I am 31 years old. I am a grown-ass woman. I am tired of this high school bullshit. Fuck that. But also, when you do it in a way, it's kind of like, it'd be weird, like, it really would be very telling if someone tried to come at me for the message I said, right? Because then it's like, it'd be very like, oh, you felt attacked by that? That's kind of weird. Just kind of calling yourself out like that, huh? Interesting. But yeah, no. It's definitely one of those, like, I'm not gonna gain an enemy, or I'm not going to get people being like, wow, she's just fucking starting drama. Ugh. Cause yeah, I've been there, done that in high school. I ain't looking for that kind of shit again. I ain't looking to go through that kind of crap again. But drama is fun. Yeah, when you're able to sit back and enjoy some popcorn while it's going on. It is not fun to be in the drama. Trust. Trust. That's one thing I love. Every now and again in a Discord, I'll love to just see the drama unfold and be like, whew, glad I'm not part of that shit. Trust me, drama is not fun when you are part of it, though. It really is pretty cool, but you pretty much gone for half a year each year. Get to travel, and that's pretty cool. That is really cool. And hey, if it's only half a year, that still gives you half a year to kind of do whatever. Does it pay? I would imagine it pays well, right? I'd like to hope so, anyway. Nah, I want to be the pioneer of drama. I mean, you do you then, boo. But I'm good. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and not be part of that. Yeah, same. 'Cause Stardust, when I say high school drama was stupid, I know you know what I'm talking about. You were lucky because you got to move away from that. I was not. I had to stick with that shit for a very long time. And so yeah, one of the girlies, I'll get them. No. That's the other thing. I have vowed to never name names. If anyone comes to me asking for names, I'll never name them. I've already talked about it with specific people, so specific people know the names, but these are people I trust to not, like, yap about it. But yeah, no, I'm never gonna do that. And she started at my college, and I was like, not again. She started at my college first. We went to the same college freshman year. When I saw her on orientation day, sitting on a bench with her mom, let me tell you what, when I tell you my stomach fucking dropped when I saw her. Oh my god. She didn't run in my circles for long. Yeah. She made an ass out of herself at my school by false accusations on on a person. And I saw her again sophomore year. Because she ended up being friends with a person I was, like, acquaintances with. And so one day when I went to her room, she was just sitting on my acquaintance's bed with her boyfriend. And when I tell you, I, like... And so a girl I was friends with at the time, I, of course, had already told her the whole story about this girl before. So I literally, like... I was walking into the room, I saw her, I immediately turned around and, like, stepped to the side and just, like, looked at my friend with, like, my jaw just, like, agape. Fucking wild. But yeah, we played friendly for, like, a couple minutes and then I was out of there. Because I was like, nope. Not dealing with this shit. And then I don't think I have seen her ever since, I want to say. Because then luckily, friends back at home at the time had finally gotten wise to who she actually was and finally were kicking her to the curb. But yeah, I heard she's got a kid. Oof. Oof, do I feel for that child. Oof. No, yeah. Yeah, we know. Yeah, that's oof. Daddy's nowhere in sight. And look, I get it. There's nothing wrong with being a single mom. It's just her in particular being a single mom has this, like, this almost, like, just desserts, but also, like, I really feel for the child then too, because they're stuck with them. That it's just like, it's just like, At least half a year, we went around to Cuba, North America, almost around Africa, endless Asian ports, into embrace of almost freezing port. Oh wow. Oh god. Vladivostok? Oh god. Where's that? Russia? Spent a whole winter there, and that the North trade route back to St. Petersburg. Damn, that's so cool though that you've been able to travel the world like that. That's pretty sick. Definitely would that does sound cool. Speaking of narcissists, wolf. Oh yeah, that was, yeah. Honestly, woof. Yeah, no, I think that was most of our first real takes on a narcissist right there. You know, the dad was just a one-night stand, probably too. Probably. So, like, she had, I don't know. She had like a couple, like 1 or 2 long-term boyfriends from what I remember in college. But yeah, I'd be very curious how long he'd stuck around for. And it was always so funny because, so she was the type of girl who, horrible personality, but like, she fit a lot of young boys' beauty standard in that she was small and she was tiny, she was skinny, she was like bones, right? And like, I guess she had a cute face if like you didn't know her personality, but if you knew her personality, she was ugly. But that was like her personality, was the fact that, oh, all the boys are attracted to me because I'm bones, and that's kind of it. Like, that was kind of it, but like, she was obsessed with being that girl that apparently all the guys always ogled and wanted to be with. Like, oh my god. I went to a couple cons with her, and I remember every fucking time she would go off on her own and come back. Oh my god, everyone, all the guys were staring at me. Ooh, like guys like came up and like flirted with me. Ooh. And it's just like, okay, that's great. Cool. And like, I'm not saying bones and that she had like an eating disorder. She just was naturally very, very skinny. But yeah, that was who she was. She thrived off of supposed male validation. And when she didn't get it, boy, did she cry foul. Foo. Foo. 'Cause yeah. Oof. No, that's fair. If someone was bones, I'd be scared of bumping into him. Yeah. She was naturally very skinny and loved to flaunt it. She also was not afraid to body shame other people as well. She loved to do that shit too. I remember one day she did that to me. She was very lucky. The vice principal was immediately 10 steps diagonal from us, because oh my god, when I tell you I just about grabbed her hair and smashed her head into the wall, I was very fucking close. I was very fucking close that day. Ooh. I can be a very calm and chill person. I can take a lot. But when it came to her, ooh, oh, ads time, boo. Ogling, but little did they know that for me, they were modeling. Yeah. Boo, stinky ads. But yeah, no. Takes a lot for me to get to that breaking point, and she almost got me. Still a part of me that almost wishes I did it. The suspension would have been worth it. As long as it was just a suspension, but yeah. I've dated both skinny and bigger ladies, and my preference is female. I was about to say, you too, huh? You and Sugar, huh? I bump into things all the time. If someone was fragile, I'd be scared to walk around them. No, that's fair. He's not kidding. Oh my god. Hey, we don't judge here. As long as they're an adult, they look like an adult. They are an adult, and it's all, all good. Don't call me out. To be fair, sweetheart, you called yourself out on that one. You called yourself out on that one just a little bit. I was not as cool-headed as I am now. I almost threw someone down a set of stairs at school. I mean, hey man, sometimes people just piss off the wrong person on the wrong day, And sometimes you just gotta throw a bitch down the stairs. Sometimes you just gotta crack a bitch's skull against the wall. Only way they'll learn. You know? Hard truth for them, but satisfying outcome for you. Yeah. Luckily, I did have a friend there who, when this girl made her comment, called her out and was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that? And I was like, whew. Thank you. Thank you. Kicked my shoe to trip me at the top of the stairs, so I figured fair game. No, yeah, damn. What the fuck? Honestly, shit. I'm like, oops, sorry. Didn't mean for you to trip. Whoop. You should really watch where you're going. Yeah, nah. Ugh. So yeah, because of that, I'm done with high school drama level bullshit. I've never been in a fight. Neither have I, honestly. I mean, I guess unless you count my brother, but like, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, we also got like fucking down and dirty when me and my brother used to fight, like fucking hair grabbing, everything. Oof. And I've never like actually like taken or thrown an actual like punch though. I went off on her one time and I was then separated from the group. Really? I'm like trying to think, when did that? Because I remember it got to the point to where I just had to self-separate from the group. Because when I kind of came to this conclusion of no one was going to kick her to the curb, she was clearly for some reason going to be sticking around. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was the first one. I was the first one that was like, no, I'm so done with this shit. So yeah. Ugh. That was yeah, that would have been 10th grade. Yeah. Damn. Oof. Yeah. Yes, because 11th grade I took environmental science. Yeah, that's right. And then 12th grade I took physics. Conceptual physics. Yeah, so yeah, 10th grade would have been bio. And yeah, that's where I met the new girl I started hanging out with and being friends with after I left the one group. Yep. You had to play nice or she made you leave. See, man, was that really the dynamic? See, I never thought she had that power. I never felt, at least I never felt she did. I think I was just so done with her by then because no one stuck up to her. Yeah, which I couldn't believe. I couldn't fucking believe that, honestly. Which I think is why she went so psycho on me when she tried to become buddy with me again at one point. And I literally was like, nah, thanks, I'm good. And she literally lost her fucking mind on me when I essentially rejected her and her friendship. I can't remember what grade this was. That's all just a blur at this point. But at one point, I ended up being, like, staying home sick for, I was just having a sick day. It's just whatever. And, she still had my phone number. This was 11th grade. That's right. I remember talking about it with, I became friends with some of the seniors in my environmental science class. And I remember telling them about, like, how much of a freak she was. So, yeah, that was 11th grade. But, yeah, she just randomly texted me being like, let's be friends again. And I laughed. Hi, Pune. How are you? Hello. Welcome in. And I'm trying to think, she texted me being like, let's be friends again. And I was like, huh. So I ignored her text message. And she then decides to, because she was in psychology, she was taking high school psychology. So she was like, oh yeah, I can go off on like a rant. And so she did. And so she sent like a 2-page, long text message, essentially being what was wrong with me, everything wrong with me. And I was like, okay. All right. Again, I still ignored her the whole time. I went to school the next morning. I went up to her best friend, who was actually a pretty sensible person at the time. And I just was like, hey, could you please tell her to leave me alone? I'm coming to you because I know she'll listen to you because, you guys are, friends. And so she was like, yeah, of course, I'll let her know. And I'm like, thank you. And I went to go sit down at my one spot in the school, as you do as you wait for the bell to ring and everything. And she was doing her lap around the school, as you do, when you're waiting for the bell to ring and you don't feel like being stationary. So it was her boyfriend, and 2 other people from the group. Well, she sent me a text message before she passed me being like, if you want me to leave you alone, tell me to my face instead of getting other people to do your dirty work for you. And I was like, okay, fucking bet. So she did her lap, she walked past me, and I was like, all right, here we go. And I went up to her and I was like, hey, so-and-so? She turns around, her boyfriend and the 2 other people from the group, they fucking run. They fucking ran. They did not stick around. They were like, no, we gone. And I was just like, leave me alone. And so the bell at that point rang to go back to class. So I, of course, immediately turn around and go to grab my backpack and meet up with my 2 other friends. She then proceeds to jump in front of me and starts screaming at the top of her lungs, why won't you be friends with me anymore? Why can't we be friends? Why don't you want to be my friend anymore? Why? And I'm like stunned at this point, but I'm still grabbing my backpack, and my 2 other friends kind of flank me. And I turn while she's actively doing this. I am still ignoring her at this point, and I just start walking to class. She then proceeds to jump in front of me again and starts walking backwards, still screaming at the top of her lungs, why won't you be friends with me anymore? Why don't you want to be my friend? Why? And I'm not saying anything to her. I'm holding a conversation with the 2 girls I'm walking with, and they're so freaked the fuck out right now because of course, right? And so I'm literally just like, I'm trying to find anything to talk about, because even my mind is like fried at this point, because I'm like, she went from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, and that's terrifying. And so one friend has to leave because we passed their room. The other friend, she walks with me to my classroom, and then she leaves. I go into my classroom. Girl is still following me into my room at this point. She stopped screaming at this point, and I sit down in my seat. This was my favorite teacher as well, whose class I was in. The girl walks up to me, stares at me for a minute, and then leaves. I turn to my teacher, and I'm shaking at this point. And I'm telling my teacher that she's lost her loving fucking mind. And I literally couldn't calm down. I was shaken so much by how insane this girl got, because I didn't want to be her friend, that I ended up filing a police report with the school police after that. To no avail. It didn't do anything. They questioned her first, took her side on everything, and then came at me being like, hey, so we hear you've been talking about her behind her back. And I'm like, I'm the one who filled out the police report. Why did y'all not come to me first? Like, what? So yeah, in the end, that ended up being stupid, but yeah, I broke her. And I'm not gonna lie, it's always felt kind of good. It's always felt kind of good knowing I broke her, and I loved it. because I refused to be her friend. Come to the oddest times of people's streams. Sorry, Pune. It's just been one of those kind of yapping days today. Just been a yapper. You've been a yapping stream. Describe one. Yeah, I remember she did stuff to Producer too at one point. She did some bullshit to Producer as well that like they never called her out on. But yeah. But yeah, now luckily I haven't fucking seen hide nor hair of her in God knows how long, and very happy for it. 88.3k, so close. What do you mean? I'll get there? Wait, what are you getting to? Wait, what's that? What do you mean? What do you mean? You weighing yourself? Last time I dropped into a follow VTuber stream, it was about crazy VTubers with similar mindsets. Interesting. Point redeem. Ah, okay. What are you saving up for? The 100k? You want me to play a game? See what it is? Maybe it's just luck of the draw, Pune. You know when to come into the juicy bits. Oh, hi, Miss Trista. Cause I can I get a free game request? I guess. Or it's sus. Oh, wait. What you mean the conversation you come into could be sus? Oh, I haven't seen the 1,000-page Cinder Google Doc. I forgot what that happened. I ain't reading all that. There have been people that have put out summaries on that, but apparently it does sound as if, so while her and Red or her boyfriend or whatever are still bad, apparently there are some actual other bad players in this, so people that we thought were innocent are actually kind of also maybe a little bit, drama. And it's like, okay, I guess, I don't know. I don't watch any of them, so I honestly don't care. A lot of the pages are screenshots. That makes sense. Watch False's video about it. Oh, not surprised False put out one. I guess I'll watch it too, because I am kind of curious. But yeah, it sounded like, I guess the artist who was involved is also maybe a little culpable for some things. And then supposedly maybe Shy Lily. I don't know. I can't remember. I was half listening when the person was going over the summary. But yeah, it sounds like not everyone who we thought is like super innocent is like fully innocent, apparently. Allegedly. Don't take my word for it. I heard that Shy Lily is a bad person, also, which is mad to think. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I did remember that correctly. I would like to ain't gonna bother with it at this point. It's run its ground already. Yeah, that's kind of how I was like, so when like, Cinder like put out this whole thing, I was like, damn, okay, I mean, I guess. But I get it. If you're in that situation, you want to get your full truth out there. But I was also like, shoof, girl, you could have handled that whole first situation so much better. But, people will watch their she's regardless. It's true. Yeah, she's still gonna have her, her people. And hey, if that's who they want to watch, then that's who they want to watch. That's their choice. So Shy Lily was my first VTuber encounter, then Chibidoki, and then Mouse. Mine was Mouse. I never really got into anyone else. And like, maybe like Nanners and Aethel because of Mouse, but I've never really gotten into anyone else. I've obviously heard of Chibidoki, and I know who Shy Lily is, and Silvervale, and all those people. I just don't watch any of them. I'll watch VODs, from like Aethel or Nanners and stuff. They're pretty funny. The Vane gang, yeah. But yeah, mostly just, Mouse, and because Mouse Connor, of course, and then, Aethel and Nanders. I got, like, every now and again I used to drop in on Buff Pup, but, haven't really done that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I have missed the Mouse, Aethel, Nanners, like, Connor, streams. I think because after Nanners left VTube, I'm like, I can't think of it. What's the fucking, after Nanners left the one group, VShojo, there we go. I'm like, I can't even fucking remember that one group. Well, after Nanners left VShojo, it really felt like those two were like on the outs almost. But yeah, I'm glad that they're back together, like doing stuff together. It just feels right. I feel like they, personality-wise, those four mesh very well with one another. And that's obviously very important when it comes to like these kind of collabs. You want everyone to kind of mesh well with one another. It's really obvious when there are collabs and it's like people maybe pair off, or like people, you know, have their people, but like they don't talk to everyone equally. Because, like, you know, maybe they don't, like, super vibe with one another. Which, obviously, you know, that's fine. If you don't vibe with the person, you don't vibe with the person. But, like, it can come across in the stream in a way that maybe, at least for me, makes me kind of like, maybe I might skip this one. And why are they the Vane gang? No idea. I got nothing. Because people in the company were talking shit. Yeah, I do remember that they were trying to throw Nanners under the bus, which was really sad. Mouse is also a manager for others, apparently. Wait, really? I mean, I guess I wouldn't be super surprised because she is, like, the number one. Did you see the VTube community cover of Mouse's music box of fate? I did not. Because they were talking about the Snickers without the vein. Oh, interesting. Fascinating. And Snickers do have a weird, like, vein on it, don't they? Interesting. Huh. Never thought about that till now. Dick vein. Yeah. Ooh, actually, shit. That reminds me, I got Kit Kat. I want Kit Kat. I'm gonna get Kit Kat 1 second. Kit Kat. Ooh, it's a salted caramel Kit Kat the bar. Ew. 3 fingers equals 1 serving. That's funny, I never knew they referred to them as fingers. When Connor started singing. Oh, did he? I was bawling. Aw. Got me all sad. Aw, that's sweet. Rawr. Can I open it now? Let's see, can the cat girl open the chocolate bar? Come on. Rawr. Alright, hold on. I can figure it out. It's the one problem with nails. Alright, there we go. This is why we have tools. So cat girl didn't get her a chocolate bar. Oh yeah. Chocolate. Ooh, tasty. Yeah. Connor and Mouse friendship is something I wish to attain one day. Yeah. Not for sure. For sure. You want to have your friendship with me? I can be your mouse if you'll be my Connor. How many fingers at a time do you prefer, Parfait? Kind of depends, but I like to go one at a time. Just kind of like that nom nom nom. One at a time mostly. Yeah, here we go. So this one, it's not like the normal. It's like the fingers are split in half as well, which is kind of weird. But, they're good. Trista. Thank you. Oh. God damn it, girl. Oh, okay, there you go. She got her claw stuck in the couch. So Parfait like oh my god. When it comes to Kit Kats, yeah, I like one. In other instances, I two can be good. Chocolate's really good. La 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 la. I hear nothing. Disgusting. What? Rude. This is a Christian stream? Since fucking when? When did this become the Christian Minecraft server? I don't remember making that rules. You pull out the Bible, it bursts into flames. Sorry, God and Jesus. Ain't no room for y'all here. Maybe Jesus. Jesus was pretty chill. Not God, though. He seems pretty mean. I'm tired. Oh, you're at work too, huh? What time does your shift start and end when you're doing the night shift? I like a cheeky finger. Oh my. Especially after dinner. The after dinner finger. Oh. 6 to 6. Ugh. That's gross. You better be making good money, though. They better be paying you good. That's... ugh. New coat for the funeral? Ooh. Oh. You not renting it? You should really rent it if you can. Save yourself the money. I mean, I guess at least you always have a dressy coat, but I don't know. I don't feel like... I guess it's different for guys. Because, like... you know... I mean, I guess you could turn it into something else when you're done with it, but, like... I don't know. You'll wear it a lot? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, as long as you get your money's worth out of it, then. Hi, Mira. Welcome back. How'd the cleaning go? How did it go? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, you got a trench coat. Very nice. Oh, I guess that would be more formal wear here, huh? Trench coats aren't really like... they're like... I don't know, I feel like they're making a comeback in the States, but like, producer loves a good trench coat. He has one. He has a really nice trench coat. Yeah, no, trench coats are nice. Surplus stores are your friend, yeah. Leather jackets. Producer also loves a good leather jacket as well. Was Ash not there to help you? You didn't strain yourself too hard though, moving all that big stuff, I hope. Boo, he should be. Surplus store. Yeah, I don't... Okay. So in the States, it would be like a Burlington coat factory. Would be like a surplus store. So essentially, when stores have too much stock that they couldn't get rid of, he's out of the country for a few days. Gotcha. And yeah, no, Pune, Connor's in the UK. Yeah. They don't have... There's really not an equivalent to, like, a Burlington coat factory here. I mean, like, they have TK Maxx, or TJ Maxx, but TK Maxx here, but that's not the same. Yeah. Yeah. Are links okay in the chat? Yeah, I suppose. Just as long as it's not, you know, anything questionable. I'm worried about him. Aww. Yeah, hopefully he'll make good decisions. Hopefully he's not doing anything too stupid. But yeah, I don't think... only mods can put links in. Oh, okay, my bad. Thought so. That makes sense. Yeah, Pune, are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord, you can put it in there. But yeah. I always forget. Because he didn't tell me where he went, and I already told you that he's suddenly got a lot of money. Not eat all the chocolates tonight. Yeah, man, I just got the hope he's not doing anything stupid. But obviously focus on yourself too. You can't just worry about him. But obviously it's not a bad thing to worry about him, because, you know, he is your friend. I don't know, it's hard, because you guys clearly live a very different kind of life than what, you know, me and producer have ever experienced. So, sadly, I don't have any good advice to give when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I ran in very unproblematic circles when I was young. I've never really lived on the wild side and all that kind of stuff. You're a member of Peaky Blinders? You're a member of the Peaky Blinders? What does that mean? You just get like discounts or something on like coats? Go Army has Italian trench coats for $26 right now. Damn. That's nice. Connor's a tall and broad boy, though, so you'd have to make sure to get one that fits him really good. Coats and flat caps. Yeah, yeah, no, trench coats are cool, though. Trench coat will do you good. Trench coats just look good, too. I like a trench coat. I like a good trench coat. Can you react to a video on stream without having copyright issues? Probably not. Probably not, and I gotta vet it first. Did you ever play Hollow Knight? Or is a producer? So, a producer is currently playing Hollow Knight. He's gotten decently far. I have played Hollow Knight. I got decently far myself, but producer has gotten way further than I have. And then I played Silksong twice on stream. Sure, I need to get back to Silksong. But yeah, producer's really liking Hollow Knight. He is very much so enjoying it. Oh, Connor, so what time you thinking of you'll be getting in to MCM? We'll have to figure out stuff. What's vetted? Like pre-checked, I think. So it's like he's been vetted. It's been pre-checked. He's vetted, let him in. He's been vetted, let him in. He's been vetted, I trust him, he's a good guy. By a mod or you? Either. Either works. But also, if you want me to listen to music, I won't be able to play the music on stream. Just so you know. I'd have to mute it. So that, yeah, I don't get got by the copyright. Can I send the link in Discord? Yeah, sweetheart, go ahead. Go for it. But if there's any music to it, it won't allow. Honestly, don't know. I'm hoping to get down the day before. Not then the day of super early morning. Gotcha. I might go hang with a friend after MCM on Saturday. I'm unsure. Oh, that should be fun, though. Well, I hope you do have fun if you do. Yeah, I'm only gonna be there on Friday. I only got a Friday ticket. But I'm excited, though. I am excited to get some con air. I do wish I had a cosplay. I really do. I gotta figure out what I want to wear. It's always the hard thing. But I gotta save up my pennies. I gotta do stuff. What time is entry? So for me, since I have the priority pass on Friday, I get to get in at 10 a.m. General entry is at 12 noon on Friday. So yeah, I'm very excited because I'm gonna hit my fucking booths. I'm gonna grab my shit. I'm very excited. It's a story. Okay, yeah, I can give it a look after stream, sweetheart. I'm gonna wear my Trash Taste hoodie with some cargos. Hell yeah, super cozy. Which con coming up? So MCM in London. So it's what technically it's like a Comic-Con, right? In London. That's the one we're going to. It is on the 24th of October. Some other friends are coming to MCM from Birmingham. For MCM, it's kind of cool. No, that is cool. Birmingham. Oh, mine's 10 a.m. also. You got priority? Good shit. Nice. Cool. Yeah, me and a friend were meeting at the convention center by like 9 o'clock in the morning. Because she was telling me that we possibly might even be able to get in by like 9:30. Or at least get a good spot in line by 9:30, so come 10 we could just get there. And I already have my badge. That's the other thing. I already got my badge. So very excited. You can just put it in the main chat, Mira. So your girl just gets to walk right in. Yeah, I got the badge mailed in. I got the badge mailed to me. What do you mean badge? You always gotta get a badge. I got my badge. Beautiful. Huh? What do you mean, huh? I love mailing badges. Me too. What badge do I need one? Well, okay, well, if you didn't purchase your ticket before, I want to say September 14th, you didn't qualify to get it mailed to you. So you will have a QR code or something, so you'll have to check in when you get to the convention center, and then you'll have to pick up your badge at the con. But yeah, I already have my badge, so I'll just be able to walk right in, baby. You gotta get the link to get in. Yeah, so yeah, check your email to make sure you have that, and then that's what you'll show the people. Ugh, boring, I know. But yeah, I'm so excited. I was thinking React vids. Oh, that works too. Nah, that's fair. Either or. I'm not super like, rah, it's gotta go here. I wish I kept my SAC Anime Winter Badge from 2018. I gotta get it. Man, I've kept all my badges. I started going to anime conventions back in 2004. When I was like 14. Wait, I wasn't 14 in 2004. What the fuck am I talking about? When did I start going to cons? I was 14 when I started going to cons. I have kept all my badges. I have the QR code. Good. That's what you'll need to show them so they can scan it to get you in. I don't know why I thought 2004. I knew 14. 4 was on the brain. Yeah, I went at 14 because that's when my brother had been going a year or two before. And I was like, this is bullshit. I like anime too. I want to go. And so luckily at some point, 2008, yeah. So at some point, that's when I started going with my brother. We started going to like the babiest one around us. And that was really fun. And then I remember, I think one of my first cosplays was Sakura from Naruto. Because of course it was. So I did Sakura for like a year or two. And then after that, we just started going to more and more cons. There was at one point I was going to 3 cons a year. Went to Anime USA, oh my god, Katsucon, and then Otakon. And then eventually, Anime USA, we kind of just... I think Anime USA just kind of fizzled out, I think. And so then we stopped going to that one, and we really started prioritizing Katsucon and Otakon. Those were our big cons of the year. Because, yeah, Katsucon was always, like, in the winter. It was always, like, a January, February con. And then Otakon was always the summer con. So, yeah, it was good times. And then Anime USA was really nice when we went, because that would happen in October. So we would have all year round cons to go to. That was the best. Was when I got to hit 3 cons a year. And it would be... like February, June, July, October. It was always so good. Oh, God, I miss those days. I won't lie. I kind of miss those days. Ooh. 12 in San Diego Comic-Con 2007. Nice, for the Halo 3 Q&A. Very cool. I haven't been to a Comic-Con. I went to Gadget Show Live, then Insomnia 57 in Bremen. Oh, okay. I met Mini Lad. Ew. Who's that? Ooh, I don't know who that is. Oh, Apples, you know them. Who's that? Remember the year the fire alarm went off at Katsu? You mean every year? What year didn't that fucking fire alarm go off? Swear to God, I feel like there was at least once or twice in a row it fucking went off. I feel like shit was always happening at KatsuCon. Still is. Oh my God. I went to one con only. I felt like the dad of the group. Aw, that's okay. Nothing wrong with being the responsible one. I was in my garment cosplay and I froze. No, yeah, I remember seeing people in like Poison Ivy outfits absolutely dying. I'm trying to remember. I remember, what was I wearing that year? I feel like I was wearing something, I had like a big coat on, so I felt kind of like safe. I can't remember what I was wearing though that year. But I definitely remember. Ugh. Cancel YouTuber? Gotcha. Okay. We played a lot with Vanos crew and ended up being a child predator. Ugh. Gross. I can't do cosplays with wigs because my hair doesn't fit. Really, I had a friend who at one point their hair was like down past their ass and they were able to do wigs. They made wigs work. I think you can do it. I think I've seen people, you just have to like really like braid up your hair and like you have to kind of like wrap it up in a way. But like I think you can do it. I think it takes a lot extra more prep work, of course. It's not, you know, you gotta just like put it in like really long braids and like wrap it up in a certain way. I think you could do it. Because I've seen people with really long hair do it too. Y'all were smart and went to Build-A-Bear. Oh my god, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, because we were in, funny enough, I think we were literally eating food at the one restaurant, like the buffet restaurant at the Gaylord when the alarm went off. So we, of course, were one of the first ones out in the fucking cold. And we were like, yeah, no, fuck this. We ain't standing around here. And we went to the Build-A-Bear. Because we were like, well, fuck it. I want to go look at the Build-A-Bears. I'm going to build a bear. I can cosplay Konata Izumi pretty good. Because she's small and long hair. Yeah! From Lucky Star. Right? Love it. My hair goes 8 centimeters under my knees. Damn, yeah, that's very long. Whew. Yeah, okay, Rapunzel. I mean, come on. You gotta expect that. I could never, but I love that for you. Yeah, my hair is down to my ass right now. I feel very much so like Ariana Grande whenever I put my hair up in a high ponytail and it still hits like mid-back. I'm always just like, oh, I love it. I love my long hair. Oh, it's so nice. But yeah, my hair hasn't been this long since, I donated it in high school. I donated it to Locks of Love. Oh, and I remember I hated it, but I cried after I got it donated because my hair was so short. My hair was so short. Like, literally, I ended up having to put it in, like, 2 little mini little pigtails that like didn't go past my shoulders. That's how I ended up taking my senior photo. I was styling my hair in these like little mini pigtails because I couldn't handle how short my hair was. So I was like, I gotta do something with it. You rocking a pixie? Very nice. Perfect hair for twin tails. Connor, where does your hair go to? Wow, chaos. That's so dirty. That's so dirty. There's no need. I can't think of any cosplay I want to do that I'd suit. I bet you could do like Jet from Cowboy Bebop. Something like, you know, cool older guy cosplay. I think you could rock something like that. But you'd be surprised. Never watched it. You've never watched Cowboy Bebop. Put it on your list. Put it on your list right now. Fucking do it. Kratos from God of War. Yeah, I would say yes if it wasn't for the need for body paint. Body paint would be such a pain in the ass to do for Kratos because that's a full body of body paint. And that shit takes forever. Yeah, no, you're not getting a fucking photo of me, Mira. No, no. No, no. Pool closed? Oh no! Why is the pool closed? Were they cleaning it? You shall watch Cowboy Bebop in one day and the movie. Yeah. And don't even think about touching the live action. That doesn't exist. The live action of Cowboy Bebop does not exist. All you need is the animated. That's the good stuff. It's so fucking good. Peak. It's peak. Oh, you mean Atom Smasher? From what? Is that what you mean? From Cyberpunk? Did you watch Lazarus? It was decent. Lazarus. I don't think so. I lost my website for inspiration? Wait, what website? I haven't watched the movie. Yeah, the movie was good. I remember I was barred from watching it when I was younger when my brother first rented it. Because, of course, my dad was like, no, you're not old enough to watch this. And I was like, boo. But I watched it later on at some point. Yes, it exists. No, it doesn't. Just like the third Mummy movie doesn't exist. The Cowboy Bebop live action also doesn't exist. Isn't it wonderful that things can just not exist? Isn't it so wonderful that you can just say certain things just don't exist and they don't exist? New God of War doesn't need body paint, right? You know? Fair. It probably wouldn't. I think you could, in fact, get away with it then, yes. Lazarus is the same creator as Cowboy Bebop. Oh, okay. Parfait. Send it, please. No, Mira. No. No, and no. That would reveal too much. That would reveal too much about myself. No. I shall remain a mystery. I need that as Mira, please. It's a fainter red paint. The Avatar, The Last Airbender movie also doesn't exist. Yes, this too also does not exist. M. Night Shyamalan did not completely butcher the pronunciation of Aang, saying it was Aang, because he was trying to make it culturally correct. Even though the creators of Avatar, The Last Airbender already made sure everything was culturally correct. God. Like, isn't that, like, so pretentious? To be like, I'm changing up the pronunciation of this name because this is how it's actually supposed to be pronounced. And, like, creators come in, sir, actually, no, it is supposed to be Aang. It is not Ong. You are wrong. Like, ugh. Then there's the fourth Mummy movie. No. Tom Cruise did not play Rick O'Connell. And Anck-se-no-moon did not come to London and destroy it completely. That did not happen also. That does not exist. There is no more embossing to say. It's simple, you know? Very simple. Very simple things. Can't find good shit for inspiration anywhere. Well, what are you looking for? What are you looking for inspiration for, sweetheart? Look in chat on Discord. I'm gonna show you what I mean by cosplaying Atom Smasher. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. That's cute. I love it. Inspiration for my art. There's plenty of inspiration to be had, silly. There's plenty. Have you tried Pinterest? Pinterest is pretty good. I know a lot of people say Pinterest is like a cesspit for AI bullshit, which I sure it is in a way, but like, I don't know. I never seem to come, if I do come across it, I don't get a lot of it. I refuse to click on that shit. I purchased a foam axe from the God of War game. Wait, you just did that right now? The art is a bit more spicy on Pinterest. Wow, look at you, okay. Damn. Not gonna do the cosplay yet. I would like to think so. I would imagine. But I might get bits over time. No, yeah, totally. That'd be fun. Yeah, just get bits over time, collect pieces of it. You still need to do an Own a Kindness grunt outfit. If you're not gonna be Silas, you gotta do an Own a Kindness grunt outfit. Still. Gonna grow your beard out. Gonna get all scruffy. He's gonna get all scruffy. But yeah, no, I love Pinterest still. I still like Pinterest a lot. I enjoy it. When I need to find images, I tend to be able to find what I need to on there. So that's nice. At least I can grow it to a decent length. Nice. Gonna grow out the beard. Whoa, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the dot. I use Pinterest for refs for my OC creation during my Discord role-playing days. Nice. No, yeah. Pinterest definitely has... I love to use Pinterest for recipes. I won't lie. Pinterest is really good for recipes. For just, like, baking things and stuff. I actually really like it for recipe finding. Because luckily, a lot of them will also post the link to the recipe. So, you know, you have to scroll through their, like, novel worth of bullshit to get to the recipe. But, like, a lot of them do it at least, which is really nice. Yeah, no, I find Pinterest still very valuable. Very valuable. Ugh, I gotta do laundry tomorrow. Ugh. But yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna have to bring in the drying rack. I'm gonna have to dry off everything inside. Cause yeah, outside it's just too cold. It's too cold to hang up things, cause things just won't dry. I remember seeing pretty good Fat Thor cosplay. Not offensive, just what it's called. No, yeah, you could just, Fat Thor, nothing wrong. Look, I think, as a society, I think we need to stop seeing the word fat as, like, bad. There's nothing really bad about it. Like, you know, like fat stacks. You want fat stacks. You love those fat stacks, you know? Fat stacks of cash? Hell yeah. It's always that thing of, like, in every other use of the word fat is always usually, like, a good thing. Until we get to saying it around people, so we take away the power of the word fat from the word. But yeah, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But yeah, that's just me, of course. It's just me, little old me. Little. Oh, Trista. Why would you not want to lay on the bed? Probably gotta wash it. I love how Thor looks in the new game. God of War. No, yeah, he does look good. He looks good. I like it. It's realistic, too. Like, look, Chris Hemsworth, he's very pretty, right? But, like, I don't know. I feel like that's such an unrealistic presentation of, you know, God of Thunder, man who, you know, is able to wield Mjolnir. You know, like it's fucking nothing. Absolute smashing. Amazing, Mira. The fuck? Oh, why is it Nigel Thornberry? Why is it motherfucking Nigel Thornberry? They're smashing. Oh my god, stop. Gonna head out now. Need to donate a ton of automatic repair manuals. Gotcha. Well, thanks so much for hanging out, Pune. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye. Oh, are we an ad break? Oh no, ad break starts in 25 seconds. Alright, 3 minutes worth of ads incoming. Incoming! Have a good stream, Parfait, and everyone. Yeah. Thanks, Bune. Bye. You too. Yes, Mira. I see it. The absolute smashing. It's funny. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Do you know the Ami man? I don't think I do. She cut on my face. I did not. Liar. I cover my mouth when I sneeze, I'll have you know. I don't just sneeze willy-nilly into the air. That's dangerous. That's monstrous, even. Hi, Garrett. How are you? Miss you all so much. Aw, thanks, Garrett. Miss you too, bud. How you been? What you been up to? Imagine how long that outfit would take. No, yeah, that would be forever. Like, even if you 3D printed that shit, that would still take, like, you know, weeks. 3D print all of that. Let alone if you made it all out of, like, EVA foam and stuff. Ooh, forget about it. I'm doing pretty good, Garrett. Pretty good. Oh, not too much to complain about. Cat girl spit for frowns. Oh my god. People would pay for that. Be grateful. I don't think anyone would pay for that. I wouldn't want anyone to pay for that. Just like Belle Delphine in her bath water. I don't know if I want people paying for my bath water. I mean, maybe, because, you know, that's some good side cash, but yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Mr. Krabs. I've been chilling as usual. Good, glad to hear it. Glad you've been chilling. I know a lot of people that would. Yeah, but like, they wouldn't. Mira would. See, maybe. Oh, she says. Okay. But yeah, none of those people know me though, Mira, so I doubt they would want my cat girl sneezes. Not telling anything without my lawyer. She ain't admitting to shit. She knows when to plead the fifth. Connor, in the UK. Okay, so in the States, there's something known as pleading the fifth. That's essentially if cops try to interrogate you, you can be like, I am actively choosing to remain silent. You cannot, you know, badger or arrest me or any of this kind of stuff just because I refuse to be silent. Do they have something like, they must have something like that here in the UK, right? Oh god, I hope so. If they do, do you guys have like an equivalent thing for what it's called? Well, like, we call it pleading the fifth. You have something similar? Gooning, standing on business. Right to remain silent. Okay, that's just it. Okay. Yeah, right to remain silent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we call it, pleading the fifth, or yeah, the right to remain silent. Alright, well, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Gotta know my rights. Man. Ugh. Man, I've been really drained these past couple days. I'm not gonna lie. Aw, hugs to you too, Garrett. Yeah, it's been one of those, like, these past couple days I've just been so unproductive. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll vacuum the house because of course, like, the cats get their litter everywhere, so you gotta vacuum. Of course, you know, I'll take care of the cats' litter boxes, you know, make them food. I usually try to get to, you know, the couple dishes that we have in the sink. And then, you know, tomorrow I'll do laundry. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been just so unproductive recently. I need to start looking back into more job stuff. It's just, so tiring, you know? Ugh. And then, of course, yeah, I just get one of those moods where I'm like, it's not supposed to be this hard, blah, 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 blah. But here we are. Gotta go have a good day. Yeah, you too, Stardust. Thanks for thanks for hanging out. Love you. See you later. Bye. Here, if we don't answer a question, police won't force it from you. They will just take you to a station, and when asked questions we don't want answer, we say no, comment, and then move on. Yeah. Yeah, usually, in the States, it's, yeah, right to remain silent until my lawyer appears. Until I got my lawyer. Oh, you're not useless, Mira. You have a broken arm, too. Like, you have a shattered arm. You have a good reason as to why you're not doing a whole lot, okay? But also, girl, you're at least able to actively make money. You're at least actively making money. So you are definitely not useless. You have a shattered arm. You're still able to make an income. You know, you have your fur babies that you take care of from what? Your Brawl Stars, right? I mean, even if you don't, you're at least comfortable, right? No, you're not useless, Mira. No. The most productive thing I do when I'm not cleaning is streaming. That's sitting in front of a camera, being a VTuber and playing games. Bringing you all happiness. That's when I'm at my top productiveness, bringing y'all some joy. We get assigned a lawyer if we end up needing to be questioned to sit with us. Gotcha. And we sit in a room with the lawyer. Yeah, I don't like the game this much. I was wondering if you actually liked the game. I mean, you still have made some decent money off of it, though. No cameras. Your mics, and they get the story of what happened, and they give advice on what the best outcome will be. Yeah, that makes sense. Lawyers doing their lawyer thing. And you often help me when I talk about mental issues that I have. I try. I am no psychologist, that's for sure. I am just a goyle. Just a cat goyle that likes to help where I can. Oh, by the way, you rated us into Lolly Do, right? Yep, she had a link to some VTuber awards, right? She did indeed. I totally forgot about that. I saw the link. Did I see the link? I don't remember. I think she said it was in the description or something. I feel bad I didn't click on it. That was my bad. I'm a psychosis. You are not. Think you qualify for the small-time VTuber one? Oh, yeah? That's cool. I don't know. I've never thought about going out for those kind of things. I figure... I don't know. Honestly, I never even knew. I didn't even know it was going on. Okay, if you have over 1,000 TikTok followers, I do. I have like 5,000 TikTok followers. So here, haha. Because yeah, that's how I was able to start going live on TikTok. I had over 1,000 followers. So yeah, I do indeed. Nice. Okay, I guess you don't count for small time then. Oh, boo. Seriously? That stinks. Well, alright. Yeah. Well, it was a dream for a second. Can you post the link in the Discord apples? I'd be curious to look at it. I don't know if I qualify for any of them, but I don't know. Be cool just to look at. Do something. Man, everyone's all sleepy. Makes me feel like Deucer's all sleepy. The kitty babies are very sleepy. Very surprising. Guess maybe it's not. I don't know. Trying to think. Yeah, so Friday we'll be back to Kingdom Hearts. No, that's not me. That's a fan acting like they are me. Super sleepy is an understatement. I'll find it. Give me a sec. No, yeah, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I don't know how. Like I said, I hope they pay you good. Because, yeah, nighttime stuff like that really fucks up with your circadian rhythm and everything. B12 supplements might be good. Those help with general energy. So if you're able to maybe look into some supplements, stuff on the more natural end that's not like caffeinated beverages, you know, just to help yourself. And of course, obviously, you know, as soon as you get home, get some good sleep. You gotta get that good sleep. What if I also become a VTuber and we stream together? I mean, yeah. I guess the only problem would be since, I mean, I guess you could almost, because of course, I'm like, oh, Zentrea, they use like that, like, text to speech, but I think it's because Zentrea is still able to speak, but they just have it go through the thing, or maybe they don't. I don't know. You could do something almost like Zentrea, where they have like the robot voice that does stuff for them. So like if you type it in, it could like talk for you. That could be pretty cool. I can only play Supercell games and draw Yuri. What's Supercell? Oh god, is that first-person shooter shit? I can't do that though. I suck at those. I mean, I have a VTuber model, but I can't use it. Boo. Well, hopefully one day you'll be able to. I want to test a stream on my normal skin. Supercell is not first-person shooter. What is Supercell though? Oh, Clash of Clans? Oh. Do they have those kind of games on Steam? Man, I'm getting sleepy now too. Oh, that's right. I gotta put in my prescription before I go to bed tonight. Why that sounds so weird? I don't know. What sounded weird? It did. Yeah, I guess it did. On my normal skin. My normal skin. I meant just using a camera and showing my face. Yeah, being a flesh tuber. Flesh tuber! And I could play Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't done that one. Haven't seen anyone play it either. Oh, yeah. Ghost of Sashimi. I EP because it's cold out. Yesterday we were working in the rain. Oh, you're gonna get sick. Please tell me you're at least bundled up. Keeping yourself warm. Hmm. But yeah. I think Chaos is now immune to sickness. He better be. He fucking better be. Bundle up, funny one. Oh, come on. You gotta stay warm. Some would say he gets down with the sickness. Wah! Wah, wah. I have a text-to-speech system. Nice. That's good. I was sweating. Ugh. But then you're gonna get cold, and you're gonna get all, ugh, that's not good. Ugh. But, alright guys, I think this is where we're gonna wrap it up for the eve. It's got eepy vibes here at House Parfait tonight. Working to stay warm. Good. Well, that's fair. It's pretty fast. Ash created the system. Oh, neat. Doesn't sunscreen in the sun and doesn't wrap up in the rain or the cold. Oh, time flies. I know. Short and simple stream. Yep. Just a short and simple stream today. Because, yeah, we had to start so late. And, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who came, chatted, lurked, subbed, resubbed, did all the good stuff. I super love and appreciate y'all so much. Because it is a Wednesday. There will be no stream tomorrow, but we will be back on Friday with more Kingdom Hearts. We'll be doing Riku's story, Ancient of Memories. I don't care how much producer bitches and moans about it. We're doing Riku's story, and I'm playing through it. But yeah, guys, don't run just yet. We will end the storm with the raid as per usual. Let's see, who we gonna raid out to? Who we gonna raid out to? I guess we'll do this person. But alright, guys, please be sure to show the next streamer much love and kindness. I super love and appreciate y'all so much. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Wednesday, a good Thursday, and I hope we can hang out on Friday. But alright, guys, I love you. I will see you later. Bye.